got the new stain and sealers in called Goof Proof. Tell me about.
One, two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We are here on the road at Food City in Jonesboro on a Food City Friday. And we thank you for being with us wherever you may be, as it's a deals for days. And there's what we got going on at all Food City locations across the, as the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain. So we say good morning to you. We're going to be joined by Greg Salyer talking Major League Baseball, Jeff Beverly. We're going to try him on the old phone with the Skype and see if we can get him in there to talk a little Tennessee football. And Mark Fowler's going to join us. He's on his way from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. We are at Food City in Jonesboro. Our national anthem, of course, by the Kingdom Airs. And so you have the deals for days. Let's run down some of these real quick before we get into the high school football scores from last night. And it goes like this. New York strip steak, $6.99 today, tomorrow. Jumbo baking potatoes, 8-pound bag for $4.99 today, tomorrow. Mandarin oranges for $3.99. Snow crab clusters, $6.99. Pepsi products, 6-pack, 16-ounce bottles for $2.99. Wow, that's a deal. Progresso soup, buck a can, 5 for $5 today and tomorrow. And then also Little Debbie snack cakes, limit 6, $1.88 at all Food City. So those are some of the specials going on as we are again live. I know we're on YouTube. I'm not sure if Facebook, there's a glitch beyond my control. So we hope that we're on. I don't know that, but we're trying to work through that. I know I'm on YouTube, so there you go. If you're not, I guess if you're checking me out on Facebook, I'm not there, and you go, where is he? So anyway, let's take a look at high school football scores last night. Hampton over Unaka, 55-0. Happy Valley beat North Green 45-14. Johnson County rolled over Holston, Virginia 43-6. Cloudland got beat by R.S. Central, North Carolina 41-28. Science Hill hammers Daniel Boone 48-0. Wow. Sullivan East beat West Green 47-28. Tennessee High last night a 3-point winner over Westridge 17-14. Iroquois County in overtime beat Chucky Doak 47-45. Big win for the Blue Devils. And, of course, Chucky Doak's been in the top 10 or honorable mention virtually all season for Chucky Doak, so they lose. And that'll, I'm sure, will affect their ratings, or in the rankings or ratings. In Southwest Virginia last night, Eastside beat Thomas Walker 28-18. Rye Cove, the War Eagles beat Chilhowie 28-17. Tazewell beat Giles 60-33. And Twin Springs over Hancock County 47-14. That was football from last night. We got tonight's games coming up. We'll do that for you coming up here in just a minute or two as we are here live on the road, as we said, at Food City in Jonesboro. Show number 1950. We are 50 shows away from the big one, the 2000 show, being put on and orchestrated by Emmy Morgenstern and Kerry Taylor. So we're very excited about that. So anyway, the rewards from the Northeast Community Credit Union gang. Here she is, Andrea Lewis on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Love my credit union rewards. Tell me about that from the credit union, would you please?
Yeah, we have some awesome rewards that you may not know about. And so you'll visit bmycu.org, and then you can look at all of the discounts and exclusive savings just for our credit union members. And it's not hard at all to be a member. So if you want more information about that, definitely reach me at 547-1200. And we've got discounts like H&R Block. You know, it's tax season, it's tax time, and hopefully you'll get some money back. You never know. Some people have to pay. But we've got Intuit TurboTax discount. We've got Xfinity Mobile, Spectrum Mobile, Rental Karma, TrueStage, and so forth. So check that out, definitely.
Visit bmycu.org.
Yeah.
Find out more about that. Then you have account alerts and home banking. What's going on about that?
Yeah, this is something that you feel safe with your accounts, and it's really a secure feature. And, you know, you could set this up on your time, such as account balances. You can be alerted of when it falls below or goes above that certain limit you want it to stay at. And we've got ATM withdrawal alerts. We've got direct deposit posting to account alerts. I'm sure people love that because they want to know when they're getting paid. And we got checks clearing alerts, withdrawals, and transfers. So, and it's, you know what, it's free. So you can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Nope.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, last but not least, investment rates are up. That's a good sign. Tell them what's going on
They
with that.
are. We have options. We've got certificate of deposit options, and then we've got Roth and variable rates for the IRAs. We've got definitely earned tax advantages. You can, such as, let's look here. Traditional offers tax-deferred earnings and possibly tax-deductible contributions if you meet the requirements. And then you got Roth, or not tax-deductible. However, you eventually can withdraw contributions and earnings from a Roth IRA tax-free eventually. So there's just a few examples there. If you want to check out our rates, we have those posted on our website at bmycu.org. And we have awesome, low, competitive rates right now. I mean, you can't beat it.
Hours are open?
We're open at the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock. Our lobby opens at 8:30. We close at 4:30 Monday through Thursday. We close at 5 on Friday. And we are open drive-thru only at every location Saturdays from 9 until noon.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, BMyCU, or Northeast Community Credit Union.
And the locations are?
Rome Mountain off of 19E. We've got one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have our main office behind Elizabethton High School, and then off of West Oakland Avenue in Johnson City.
There you go. Good report, as always.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Andrea Lewis, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Northeast Community Credit Union. And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live again at Food City in Jonesboro on this. Well, it's rainy, off and on. Supposed to get a lot of thunderstorms this afternoon, a lot of rain tonight. Let's take a look at the schedule for tonight in high school football. Dobbins Minute right down the road in Jonesboro to battle Crockett. Volunteer Cherokee for the bragging rights of Hawkins County. Jeff County at Cocke County tonight. Campbell County at Morristown East. William Blount will be at Soddy Daisy. Morristown West will play at Knox Bearden. Greenville will be at Northview Academy to battle the Cougars tonight. You have Claiborne at Cumberland Gap. South Green at Granger. And that's your football games for this Friday night in Tennessee. Now in Virginia, Abington will be at Ridgeview. Lehigh plays at Y Central. Gate City will be taking on the Trojans of John Battle. Virginia High at Jenkins, Kentucky, and Castlewood at J.I. Burton. Last night, as we told you, the scores: Ryco beat Chilhowie 28-17. It was Twin Springs over Hancock County 47-14. And also Eastside beat Thomas Walker 28-18. Last night, my Thundering Herd went down in flames. James Madison beat him in college football 20-9. Rice over Tulsa 42-10. Wasn't good last night for the Thundering Herd in Huntington, losing 20-9 to James Madison. All right, let's take a look at some of the top individuals in Northeast Tennessee in the world of high school football. The number one rusher. Now, it doesn't count what happened last night. Hampton won big last night, as we told you. They rolled over Unaka. What was the final score? 55-0. So I can only assume that Dominic Burleson had a big night. Well, he's the leading rusher coming into the games last night with 1,202. Kyle Birchfield of Cloudland, they played last night at 11-21. You have Brayson Mervin of Chucky Doak played last night. He had 998. I'm sure he got 2 yards, go over 1,000. Nash Rader of South Green, 971, and Kalijah Sexton of Cherokee with 890 yards rushing. That's your top five. Top five passers going into the games last night. Drake Fisher from Sullivan East at 22.99. Connor Simcox of Johnson County with 14.40. Red Slagle, Elizabethton, 13.16. Landon Jeffers of Cherokee, 1,189, and Jacob Susong from South Green at 1,010 yards passing. The top five receivers in the area. Tyler Cross, Sullivan East at 758. Jay Stout, Johnson County, 548. Sawyer Tate, Westridge, 521. Also, you have Emmett Watson of Science Hill, 493 yards rushing. And Corbin Leisure from Sullivan East at 478. Now, all these numbers are going into the games last night. Science Hill played and won big over Daniel Boone. Thumped them 48-0. Wow. In the touch, so all these numbers are going to change. It's just chit-chat. Touchdowns heading into the games last night of this weekend. Kyle Birchfield of Cloudland had 26 to lead everybody. Juan Mejia from Johnson County with 16. Dominic Burleson, Hampton, 15. Nash Rader and Carson Quillen of Greenville with 14. And Jeriah Griffin of the Cyclones with 13. Passing touchdowns going into the action last night and this weekend. Drake Fisher, Sullivan East with 22. Rhett Slagle, the Cyclones with 18. Connor Simcox, Johnson County, 16. Will Hurd of Dobbinsman with 12. And Nicholas Palazzo of Chucky Doak with 12. That's your top five passing touchdowns in the area. Field goals, you have Marco Rojas, Chucky Doak, 3 for 7. Will Bowers, Elizabethton, 2 for 2. Cooper McLean, Dobbinsman, 2 for 2. Matt Geisinger, Sullivan East, 2 for 3. And Quentin Brandon of Greenville, 2 for 3. Now, it's shaping up with the big game next week with good reason. Elizabethton and Greenville, the top two teams in terms of points scored. Cyclones 334, Greenville 329, Hampton 318, South Green 267, and Cloudland your fifth most points, 255. Then on the defensive side of the football, the team that's allowed the fewest points, the Cyclones, with 48 for the season. Greenville's only given up 63. Then comes Daniel Boone, although their number ballooned because they gave up 48 last night. And Science Hill's whole season has turned around, in large part because of Spencer Taylor, the new quarterback. He has put life into that offense, and they put 48 on Boone. Wow. Elizabeth and Greenville, Daniel Boone, Chucky Doak, and South Green were the top 5 teams, fewest points allowed heading into the games last night. Then you look on the defensive side of the football. The number 1 tackler, Branson Carswell, Dobbins Minute with 104. Baylor Necessary Science Hill had 95. Corbin Lejeune Solomon East had 85 tackles. Caden Kolbaki from Dobbins Minute was 78, and Gino Carrico of Hampton was 76 tackles. Tackles for loss, Sam Kretzinger from Johnson County with 14. Emmanuel Dixon Greenville with 14. Marcus Shoemaker and Cooper Osborne of Boone with 13 each. And Carson Abbott with 12.5. Your sack leader in the area, Sam Kretzinger, Johnson County with 6. Carson Abbott, Westridge, Mason Ball, Elizabethton, and Jay Snyder, Unicoi County with 5 each. Interceptions, you have Carter Rudy of Johnson County with 8. Hayden Goad of Greenville with 6. And T.J. Buckner, South Green, Brock Rush, Chucky Doak, and Isaiah Treadway, Chucky Doak with 4 each in the interception department. So that's a look at your local sports teams. In Virginia, Colton Kilgore is the leading rusher, Twin Springs, 1109. Dylan McCurry, Thomas Walker, 872. Keldon Hamilton, Eastside, 824. Grayson Huff, Lehigh, 778. And Owen Barr of Abington had 654 yards coming into the games last night. Your top passers, Ryan O'Quinn, Ridgeview with 1145. Rayshawn Anderson, Union with 1,041. Darren Gawley, Thomas Walker, 973. Brennan Pendergraft, Lehigh, 849. And Abel Dingus, Twin Springs at 786. And your top receivers in Southwest Virginia, Paul Huff of Union with 588. Hayden Baker, Ridgeview, 574. Connor Early, Lehigh, 481. And Cam Bostic of Union with 357. Pretty impressive stuff. Rye Cove, your number 1 scoring team, averaging 45 points a game. And your leading tacklers snuck in behind me. Keldon Hamilton, Eastside, was 84. Isaac Keith, Union, 71. Dylan McCurry, Thomas Walker with 70. And then your tackles for loss, number 1 tackler for loss in Southwest Virginia from Union, Brent Lovell with 12.5. Stage, Blevins, Abington, 11. And Keldon Hamilton, again, Eastside. This guy can play in all the stats. He's got 9 tackles for loss. So there you go. That is a look. And the number 1 team in terms of allowing the fewest points would be Union, only giving up 8 points a game. We are live here at Jonesboro, Food City, on a Food City Friday. Show number 1950 on our way to 2,000. We're clicking them off. Here's some specials. Oscar Mayer Bacon, $7.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. Deli Fresh Potato Salad, $2.99 a pound. Chef Boyardee canned pasta, buck a can, 10 for 10 today and tomorrow. And let's give you one more. Let's go. You have a cat, by the way, or you don't have a cat, do you? He has a dog that doesn't like him, he says, in pulpit. Cat's Pride cat litter, $6.99, 10-pound bag today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. We'll take a break, come right back. He's here. He has made the trek over from Elizabeth. I never thought he would do this, but he did, and I'm very flattered that he would. My pastor, the one, the only, Pastor Mark Fowler, joins us right after this break from Lingerfeld Drug Center on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Proud sponsor of the Cyclones of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. To build up your immune system, he's got some things you need, because it's very important to do that, isn't it?
It is, yeah, especially this time of year. And they say even if you do end up getting sick, if you're taking things like vitamin C, zinc, elderberry, your sickness will not last as long or be quite as harsh on you. So, it may not stop you from getting sick, but it'll definitely help you from getting as sick.
Airborne.
Yes.
Immune system for kids. Tell me about this.
So that one is a children's dose of vitamin C, and it also has zinc and a few other natural herbs in it. That's one we've been selling a good bit of lately, because those gummies taste real good, and they are very beneficial for the kids, especially being in schools, places like that, where they're around so many people, and you got to keep your immune systems up or could get sick this time of year.
Absolutely. Here's Esther C, the 24-hour immune support.
That one is a vitamin C and zinc supplement for adults. That one is just once a day, and we've sold quite a bit of it. And you know, like I've been saying, vitamin C and zinc is good for the immune system.
There's that one.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm going to talk about here? I'm all about this. Got a pocket full of them right now. Fisherman's Friend. Tell me about this.
Yes, those are probably our biggest selling cough drops right now. That extra strength is a little bit strong for me, but some people like some. But it's $3.99, and you get two 20-count packs in that bag, so that's 40 cough drops you get.
Yep, and they work, folks. Let me go ahead and show you what's in my pocket right now from Lingerfeld Drug Center. There they are, Fisherman's Friends Cherry. Carry them everywhere I go, and so when I get out here and I get scratchy or I pop them in, and you've seen me do it on the show, it clears it up immediately. It works. Here's mint. Tell me about this one.
Yes, same product, same good results, I think. That mint, we've got also, I think, a honey lemon.
You do?
Yes.
Honey lemon, extra strength, and mint and cherry. So,
Yes, yeah.
and here's the cherry, the ones I have in my pocket. So 40 of these for $4. How about that? $3.99 for 2 packs. Fisherman's Friends. It works. I'm telling you. You've watched this show. You see, sometimes, in fact, early this week, I got choked up or whatever, and so I popped 2 of those in. Boom. Takes care of it. You sell a bunch of them, don't you?
We do, yeah. Those, like I said, are our best ones. They're not too expensive either. You know, if you look for like Vicks or some big brand of cough drops, they could get a little bit pricey, but Fisherman Friends are very affordable and very effective, I think.
Last thing, if you're a school teacher, they'll bring the prescriptions to you. They're doing it. Tell us about that.
Sure can, yeah. We offer it to teachers as a way kind of to help them, because teaching can be very stressful and very time consuming.
Sure.
Especially a lot of teachers that, like Ryan, you know, they may coach after school or have obligations where they have to stay around. But you can call us, we can transfer your medicines, take care of everything for you, and then we can see when your planning period is or a lunch break and meet you right there at the front office. So try and make it as easy as we can for everybody.
That's customer service right there, folks. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
On social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And the phone number here is?
It's 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show, the good folks right here in downtown Elizabethton, right beside Carter County Bank, Lingerfeld Drug Center. Well, look, now I just want you to look. So just open Facebook and log into TT Sports page again. Log out and back in. I have no clue. I've been given instructions. I don't know what to do.
I don't really know.
You've had that feeling, don't you? When Mrs. Fowler gives you instructions and you.
We're not going to comment on that, Brother Tom. I've been married happily for a long time. You did hear about the fellow that they've been married a long time, and somebody asked him, said, "How long y'all been married?" They said, "We've been happily married 10 years." He said, "But we've been married 50." So, like, I don't want one of those. I'm going to keep it.
You're going to keep it, yeah.
Keep it.
So I've been given instructions by her. Yeah, it's in the caster that you'll have to re-log in. Okay. So I'll have to shut her down and come back in a minute. But we'll do that. But first we'll get him on because he's here. He drove all the way from Elizabeth to be here. So Pastor Fowler. So let's hit some sports first. Texas Rangers. All of a sudden it's a 2-2 thing. Astros, the bats woke up. I think they were there all along. Evan Carter made some big plays in game one to make sure they won. But all of a sudden we're tied at 2. So what's your take on that series?
Well, we're tied at 2. It's funny how it's really amazing, the fine line. It's a razor-thin line at that level because everybody can play.
Absolutely.
You know, it comes down to
little
a
things.
pitch at this point. Instead of, being on the outside edge, it drifts back over the middle of the plate. And, and then you can't make mistakes. And last night, the Rangers climb back in it, and then, you know, you give up a tough pitch. Those first batter walks came back to bite them in a big way. And I'm not a baseball, you know, guru, but you know, it's just tough.
Yep.
And
It is. So now here's my prediction. Tonight you got Verlander from game one and Jordan Montgomery. Verlander didn't do so hot the first game. He's a gamer. He's a bulldog. He's going to pitch a really good game tonight. I hope not good enough to beat the Rangers, but I think you'll see a different Justin Verlander. They play the late game. The early game will be the Phillies, obviously, and Arizona. And where are they at? They're up through here somewheres. Oh, right underneath it. You have Sanchez going for the Phillies and Mapley.
I
You
don't
can maybe
know.
put my
I'll be honest,
glasses
I
on.
have not watched.
Yeah.
I have not watched that as much. You know, I grew up a Braves fan, but we spent a little bit of time in Texas, and then when Evan got called up, of course, you know, we started watching them, and now I didn't know I would know the Rangers rotations and stuff, but
Yeah, now we do. Yeah.
Now we're watching them, and
Yep. They play the first game, by the way. 5:07 Texas Houston. 8:07 is the second game tonight. So, and the other one's 2-1. So, Arizona, the Phillies. You made a good comment off there. The Phillies kind of got you look at Harper and he's got the long hair, and the other guy's got the beard, and you got the guy down at third who plays excellent third base, Bohm. You got all these guys got the long hair, and kind of got the hippie looking, and over the other side, Arizona, they're all, like the kid last night, fought, clean cut, clean shave. So you kind of look, got two looking identities, do you not?
You do.
Yeah.
I mean, I read somebody made a statement with the Phillies. It's kind of like they look like an industrial league or church league softball. You know, like somebody just gonna go party with. But I haven't watched Harper in a long time, and I've just caught a little bit of their series. But man, he just crushing the ball.
Oh yeah.
It's
As is Schwarber. So Kyle Schwarber is too. He's tied Reggie Jackson most home runs in October. Again, for a left-handed hitter. So again, both of those coming up tonight. Tomorrow, we better touch on it before we get into the church matters. The Volunteers will be on the road to Tuscaloosa. I've said this all week long. In fact, I saw a piece this morning getting ready for the show. The whole key to this game is revenge for Saban. I would think if I was Nick Saban, I'd play where the kick tore down the goalpost, drug it into the river, the winning field. I mean, I played that to Alabama guys over and over.
well, now Saban's a mastermind when it comes
Exactly.
to
exactly.
all that. You know, he tried to treat like the whole world's against Alabama and nobody respects him. And,
Exactly.
I mean, we've heard that.
Yes.
And
Plays it to a T. Yep.
but I mean, it's going to be a tough game down there. But neither offense has really clicked, from what I've seen. And it's come down to defense. It's almost like old school SEC.
Yep.
And I told somebody the other day, and I could be wrong. I'm not there again. I don't do this for a living, but you watch it your whole life. It's almost like the SEC defenses have caught back up.
Mm-hmm.
There for 2 or 3 years, it was
Good point.
Tennessee and Ole Miss and even Alabama. And them offenses were real explosive. But if you watch an SEC, when they recruit the biggest, fastest guy they can find, they put him on defense.
Yep.
And if he's a step slow, they put him on the offensive line. And so,
Good point.
I mean, just overall, I mean, it's almost like the defenses have seen that a year or two. Now, defenses kind of have the upper hand, is the way I look at it right now overall.
I think you're exactly right. And I think it comes down to every big game. I say this, it's a broken record. All the years I've been broadcasting, it always comes down to special teams. Punt return, block field goal, kickoff return muff, you pick it. There's always a special team play in there somewhere that becomes a big, big part of the football game. I think it will be tomorrow, too. Alabama. Of course, on the other side of the coin, talking about Saban, if I'm Heupel, I'm running that video all day long, too, saying, look, we did it last year. We can come back and do it again this year. So I think there's two ways to motivate these two teams tomorrow. But I think you're right. Defense is going to win the ball game.
Defense going to win the ball game. You feel like Alabama is not as dominant as they've been. But you also, Tennessee's not, the offense is not as prolific as it was. I mean, we have to say, well, we have to be honest with ourselves on that. But I watched Alabama's defense the second half when they were playing A&M. There was a few series where they just dominated. Then our defense played pretty good last week. So, I mean, it's one of those old SEC. It's third. Well, I don't know if it's still the third Saturday. I guess it's third Saturday in October.
It is. Yeah.
Now and then it falls on the 4th. But even as a kid, you watch it, and CBS, I guess, has the game, and there'll be a cool picture some maple tree, the leaves turning, and your heart pumping a little bit. And so it'll be a good game, I think.
Yep. Now, while this is going on, at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church will be the Fall Festival tomorrow. Tell us about that.
We do have a fall festival, and it's free to attend from 4 to 8 on the church property there on Watauga Road in Elizabethton. And we have a lot of things going on. Of course, inflatables. All the kids love inflatables, and then we have some of the I call them carnival games, but you play a little game, win a little piece of candy, and then we have it's pretty neat. They built, and I've already seen it. It's a corn maze, but it's made out of pallets, and so the kids can go through there, and they've got that made. And then we actually have axe throwing in a separate little thing. We really do have an axe throwing board, and so don't get the wrong idea. And then we have some food trucks. Of course, we'd love you to come support some local food trucks if you want to buy supper there. And there's, I think, a sweet type one, and then also some that serve food. And so it'll be a great day. With the rain supposed to clear out of here, and it's supposed to be about 60, 65 degrees tomorrow. And it's supposed to be a beautiful fall day, and we're looking forward to it. Of course, I know some of the little kids have ball games in the morning, and we was talking about, and then you got afternoon sports. But you come by, and we'll have a great time, and hopefully we'll have a game on the radio or something. And then the bluegrass group, I almost forgot to mention it.
They can play.
They can play. A group in our church, and of course they usually add one or two with it. But they'll be playing a show at 5 and at 7 is what we've kind of got set. And so you can come with the kids, or if maybe you don't have kids, you want to just come get a little free bluegrass group, and they'll play. And so it's usually a great time, and we're looking forward to it. Got an opportunity just to meet people in the community, not just for our church, but there's no cost on anything other than the food trucks. If you decide to, the food trucks like it. If you take something out of there, they like for you to pay for it. But
they encourage you to pay.
All the other stuff's free, and so we'll have a great time together.
Absolutely. Coming up tomorrow. Now, who came up with the corn maze pallets? No, it wasn't me and it wasn't you. We're not that creative. So
that would be Brandy McNeil.
Brandy McNeil came up with the
give her the
corn maze.
They're working on balloons now, and have a big balloon arch. And I mean, we have a great group of volunteers.
Yes, you do.
I've thought so much about it this last week or two. It's just amazing what the Lord has done, and just a lot of people do a lot of work behind the scenes. And we had a baby shower, and I'm watching people clean the kitchen and do the dishes, and somebody else is planning this, and it's just exciting to see people serving one another, and that's the way it should be. Of course, we want our community to know that we're there for them, and we do what we can to try to encourage them.
Absolutely. Then on Sunday, in fact, I'm looking at this right here. Can I bring this Sunday? It's deli fresh tater salad. Would that be good? Would be okay for homecoming?
Bring that. I would probably rather you buy it from the Food City Deli.
Oh yeah, but I'm
try to make it. I mean,
you're right. You're right. I'd be there peeling potatoes Sunday morning, going, Pastor, I can't get this done.
No, so Sunday is our annual homecoming. So during the Sunday school hour, that same bluegrass group will be playing and singing, and in the auditorium we'll have a combined Sunday school together, and that's always a good time. And then we'll have our morning service, and Lord willing, I'll be preaching, choir singing, and that group will be singing again. And then we have our dinner on the grounds. And so the fellowship hall, we name our fellowship hall, we call it the Bobby G. Stout Heritage Center after Pastor Stout, and of course the educational wing there as well. And for his faithfulness to the Lord, continue to pray for him. Miss Stout, had surgery this week. Talked to her just a minute ago, and so
she's doing good.
Doing well.
Yeah.
And she wanted to thank everybody for praying, and I know the community has as well been praying for them, and thank the Lord for that. But in our Heritage Center, the tables are already set, beautiful decorations, and there'll be food and desserts and tea and lemonade, and
You mentioned the bluegrass. Daniel Grindstaff, I think he's been on the show. He's one of our sponsors, Farm Bureau, but his bluegrass song is #1 in the country. Forever Young. It's a remake of an old Rod Stewart song, but he got help from a girl she ain't too bad.
She's kind of known in these
all right. Yeah, her name's Dolly Parton. So I thought, Daniel, buddy, you got to understand something. He knows this. Of all the people that beat on her door to have her to sing or collaborate on something, and she chose to sing with you and Paul Brewster, it's incredible. So Daniel will be there. He's the man. Of course, he goes to our church. And so he'll be leading this bluegrass group, and he's good, but the rest of them are good too.
The rest of them are good. The Steps, Dwayne and Kyle, and then there'll be another man there playing the bass. And it's just thankful for what the Lord's done, and it's the talent we have there, and looking forward to it.
Why don't you and I scrub off? We could
and
do it.
Josh usually plays with them too.
Yep.
And,
Yeah, he does.
The other night, Josh's brother's playing. But anyway, we ain't going to.
Oh, me and you ought to get up and do a little duet. I saw the light. We could do that.
Well, I think they'd turn the lights out if we got up to sing. I'm pretty sure the power would go out.
I saw the light, old Hank Senior song, which is a great song. So I saw the light. The Lord got
I didn't know
his
as many
light.
Hank Williams songs as I did Hank Jr. songs, and most of them are not church appropriate.
No, no. Well, we'll stick with Hank Senior.
We try to forget them.
So you wouldn't sing a duet if I went up there and scrubbed one off
No,
with you?
I wouldn't.
Ever?
Ever.
All right.
That's just not going to happen.
I tried. I went out there. I went fishing and come up with nothing. So Tennessee, Alabama. What do you think? What's the score?
Well, I always pick with my heart. You know, I mean, truth is, if it was an even match, our home team, you know, what do they say is worth about 10 points. But I'm going to try to pick Tennessee to win, I don't know, 32-25. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be super high scoring, but we'll have to score 30 or 40 points to beat them
There you go.
because our defense is not probably as good as theirs.
Place will be nuts. They're going to, I guarantee, and they should. Tuscaloosa going to say, you know, you all were wild in Knoxville last year. Get ready for what we're going to give you. And it's college football. It's what it should be.
It is. It's SEC football,
Yeah.
and you know, I've got friends living in other parts of the world, and they don't even understand it. You know, they're like, "How could you even be talking about Fall Festival and SEC football at the same time?" I'm like, it is part of the culture here, and so we love it.
Yep.
And I've enjoyed it. You know, you grow up, and back in the day, I still remember you'd be splitting wood outside and have a truck open and John Ward on
John
the
Ward.
radio. And
Oh, yeah.
it's just part of
Oh.
the culture. It
Put-
is Saturdays in the fall.
It's football time in Tennessee.
It is.
Late John
we
Ward.
hope we show up.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Fall Festival tomorrow, homecoming Sunday. You're invited to both, obviously, at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, Watauga Road in Elizabethton. I appreciate him coming all the way over here to spread the good news. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be talking baseball a little bit later on. We'll go with Jeff Beverly, talk a little football, and Steve Strickler, our store manager, was here. He's running the store. We'll have him back in here in a few minutes as well. Live on show number 1950 on our way to 2000 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
to the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture. Stock and these. Start right here with these. Tell me about this one, would you please?
Sure, yeah. This one I actually got for myself. I just love the print, but I feel like it matches everything. But the Hey Dudes are very comfortable, very lightweight. The women's run we've got from size 5 all the way up to size 11. So a pretty big selection there in the size range as well as in the style range. Yeah, we've got 14 different styles in women. So not to mention what we've got in men's. I think there's 11 styles in men's, and those run size 7 to 15s. And kids are on the way. This is another ladies that's kind of the denim look with a little bit of accents to them. All the ladies are $60.
Mm-hmm.
So a very good price point for a comfort shoe like it is.
Can't believe how lightweight they are.
I know, it's
That's what
amazing.
it is.
You pick up the boxes and it's like, is there even anything in this? You know, they're so lightweight.
Camo print.
Camo print, that's a women's, and then this is a women's in the blue as well.
With the speckled heel, speckled
Yes.
sole.
Yes.
That's what I thought was pretty cool. Got the speckles on it. So that's a blue denim, correct? All right.
You're
These
right.
are all $60. We've got this one over here. This is
These are the men's. This
Yeah.
is like a tan color. It's got a little bit of a camo on the heel, on the back of the heel. But the men's run $65.
Okay.
And a big variety. We've got over 600 pair in stock to choose from. So if the 10 sells today, we still are going to have your 10 tomorrow. So the size 10. So come on in and see us, and we've got a lot to choose from. That's called the patriotic grade, and it's just like your flag pattern print.
Stars and
just
stripes.
grayed out. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. And then
Did you do let's do the black on black?
black on
That's
black.
been one of the most popular for men and women both. That black sole with the black top. Just real flexible, almost like a dress shoe, really. And I've seen people wear them, just with shorts and tall socks, and it's so flexible. You can wear them in all different situations.
I think I got them all down here, didn't I? I think. Yep, we
think
showed them all.
so.
Yep, we did. No, here's one more. There's one more. I left new. Be this one.
Oh yeah, that one's neat too, with the camo print,
Mm-hmm.
tan and green, hunter green, and I like the sole on that one as well. The tan sole. The white soles may show a little bit more dirt than the tan, so I feel like those have been bigger sellers with those colored soles. But yeah, $65 for super comfortable shoe. I mean, it's almost like a house shoe
Mm-hmm.
that
Really
you wear
is.
every day. Yeah, so very comfortable.
Women's sizes are.
5 to 11, and men's are 7 to 15.
They got one to fit me. That's good. That's good. Again, how do you find them? Right here, Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Again, on the website, doublecwestern.com. You can order them. She'll ship them to you. Ships all over the world. We have layaway, a very liberal and flexible layaway plan.
Yes, correct.
And we have gift certificates.
Yes,
and
you
we
can
have-
even get those online. They can come right to your email, so very convenient.
That's another way to do it, folks. And then, of course, the Double C dollars. I love
Double
those.
C dollars, yeah. If you're a frequent customer, make sure you get signed up for that. It comes, it gives you a report to your email how much you've got in that. It's basically like a Walgreens plan where it adds up and you get so much back. So the more you spend, the more you get back. But yeah, it's just a advantage for our good customers.
Yep. Football, it's a Double C Western Supply first down. Now in basketball, all these kids are saying it's a Double C3. That's what they call it now.
That's
and then
awesome.
in baseball, it's a Double C strikeout. So
That's
there you
right.
go. We love
We
Double
like
C.
to hear it. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you coming.
Thank you as always.
Thank
She's
you.
a class lady. Her and her hub and these folks run a great operation here. We appreciate them very much. Again, our friends from Double C Western Supply, great sponsors of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
And back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, we kind of look like a couple of thugs. You know, he comes in with his hat on, his hood hat, and
I got my Tom Taylor hat on, see?
oh, you really do? I didn't.
Yeah.
Here I'm making fun of him.
I know, you're making fun of my hat.
I didn't even
Tom
realize.
Taylor
I
hat.
didn't even realize it. See, because I couldn't see that side of the bill.
Yeah, you couldn't see it.
Thank you. Yeah, he's so nice. I like him. He's not a thug. He's a great guy. So, how's that for a?
We could, I tell you what, right now, I love this time of year. It's my favorite time of year, but you don't know how to dress.
Exactly.
You know, I put this thing on. I was like, okay, I don't know if it's going to be hot or cold or whatever. And,
Or rainy or wet.
And I had to make a stop on the way here. And even here, you can see the gamut. You can see people in
Yeah.
shorts and T-shirts and big winter coats.
Yep.
And everything else in between.
Toboggans. Had a guy come in the ball. Had toboggans and gloves on. I'm thinking that's a little extreme, but
Yeah.
it's 60-some degrees outside. But
I saw somebody with the big parka on today.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, so whatever. We're on YouTube, by the way. Facebook, we're behind the scenes working on trying to get it's a first time glitch. You just love it when you get on there. You flip on the. You have technical at work all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So I don't know why it wigs me out, but it's like
Yeah.
you busted to get this show on, and you get the gas lined up, and you ask you to drive down here, and then you get down here and you flip it on. Yesterday was perfect. Flip it on today, and it's a glitch. So
Yeah, I have computer issues all the time, and so like yesterday when I was leaving, today's my day off, so I just told my secretary, I said, hey, tomorrow sometime, can you see if you can fix my computer?
yeah.
Just see if you can get it,
Oh.
just fix what's wrong with it. You know, she's already looked at it. She knows.
So I'm not the Lone Ranger.
So, yeah, so she's going to try to fix it for me.
There you go. Well, Carrie's fixing mine, so thank you, dear. She said, just set the phone down. I'll get back to you. I said, okay. So she's doing a few things, trying to get it back. But we are on YouTube. And so if you're over on Facebook and you flip, let me go see if he's on YouTube. We are on YouTube. So, and we hope to be on Facebook before we get out of here. But anyway, let's talk. It's all of a sudden the Houston Astros have taken the momentum and very, in the literal sense, very much taken the momentum away from the Texas Rangers.
Boy, they have, haven't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
That game last night, wow. I mean, they just jumped all over Andrew Heaney early, scoring 3 in the first inning. Texas came back with 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and you thought, well, this is going to be a game, but then it ended up not being much of a game.
No,
No.
no.
So, yeah, Heaney just didn't have a good start. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Couldn't get out of the first inning, and in the playoffs, boy, that's rough.
Yep.
Because Bruce Bochy had said, I'd like to get about five innings out of him at least.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get one. So you know how taxing that had to be on the bullpen. So, that'll affect the rest of the series for sure.
Absolutely. Now, the big sticks last night was Jordan Alvarez and Abreu. They both had big nights last night. Jose Altuve's coming back around, swinging the stick. McCormick had a big hit. They stuck him in there at the he got him some potato salad. He told me he was going to get tater salad. So after I talked about it, he said, I'm going to get me some potato salad. I said, well, let it rip. That's what they sell all day long in Food City.
Yeah.
And, in fact, it's on sale today for deli fresh tater salad for $2.99. You ever had it?
I have not. That is
No.
the one thing that I do not eat.
Potato salad?
Potato salad.
Really?
I don't know who invented that, but they should have been horsewhipped. Yeah, that is the one food that
Can't do it.
I can't do it. It's the smell.
Even if your mother made it,
My
would.
mother never made it, but
If she would, you still.
it makes me want to throw up. It's
Really?
the smell.
Wow.
Well, the consistency of it, the taste, and the smell, all I
Yeah.
can't stand. I like everything that's in it. Just don't mix it together.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but everybody that knows me well knows. Don't fix him potato salad because
Yeah.
I won't eat it.
So for Christmas, strike it off the list to get you a little tub of potato salad as a thoughtful Christmas gift. It wouldn't be too thoughtful. No.
it wouldn't.
Is your mother watching? Does she know you're on today?
I've tried to call her 2 or 3 times today, and she must be out shopping, and her cell phone just goes straight to voicemail.
Oh, so you're not. She's busy.
Yeah.
She don't need to hear from her boy today.
She's at her food city probably
That's it.
right now, as she calls it.
I'll
Her
still
food
say hello
city.
to Ev just in case.
I did leave her a message on her home phone and said if she was back by 12 that
We'd be on.
we'd be on.
Yep.
So, yeah.
We're here live again at Food City in Jonesboro on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're on YouTube, and we're working our way to get back on Facebook. Thanks to Mrs. Taylor. We appreciate her very much. And so, as I said earlier with Mark, in my humble opinion, you're going to see Justin Verlander come out and have a big game. He struggled in game 1. Jordan Montgomery had a great game, and Montgomery may have a good one too, but I just think Verlander, who's a Bulldog, he's going to come back and have a big game.
He will be Justin Verlander, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not going to roll over and die for sure. You know, he's got a 1-1 record on the season as far as the playoffs go, but his ERA is only 1.42. How you get a loss with a 1.42 ERA?
That ain't too shabby.
Yeah, and Montgomery, he's not bad. 2-0 record with a 2.08 ERA in the postseason. So that's a good matchup. I'm anxious to see what happens.
Yep, they played the early game at 5:07. Again, we have Evan Carter the base hit last night. I think he went 1 for 4.
Yeah.
And so
You see where you're sitting in the lineup too.
third.
Third.
That's a compliment, isn't
What
it?
does that tell you?
Yeah.
That's where you put your best hitter.
Yes.
generally.
Generally speaking, yes. So 5:07 tonight will be that game. Game 5. They're tied at 2. Game 4. Yeah, Game 4. It's 2-1 Phillies. They lose yesterday to Arizona. The Diamondbacks fought, man. He came out, and the rookie, he pitched the lights out, didn't he?
He did. I'll tell you what, they needed him to step up, and he did. He showed some people some things yesterday. I'm gonna tell you, 9 strikeouts, no walks in that game. You know, so hey, if you're striking guys out and not giving up the bases on balls, and the funny thing about it, the thing that got me is the next batter after they took him out of the game, what happened? Reliever comes in and walks the guy.
Walks him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he had this look on his face as I saw it when he was in the dugout, just like, oh, really? I go this far, no walks.
No walks.
And then bring him in, and what's he do?
He walks.
Walks somebody, first batter.
Your buddy Wendell Smotherman was in here a few minutes ago.
Oh,
Smotherman,
was he?
yep. And I asked him, we started talking about the Packers. He said, let's don't talk Packers. He said,
I thought Phillies.
my Phillies. He said,
Oh, yeah.
Sanchez is pitching tonight. I said, what do you think? He started stroking his beard going, you know, Tom, I don't feel good about this. I said, okay, Wendell. So, anyway, the Phillies, you do have Sanchez, and Arizona counters with Mantiply. So, what's the story on these two guys?
Yeah, so these two guys are interesting to me because Mantiply has not been that effective in the postseason, but he's got 2 wins. He's got a 9 ERA, but he's got 2 wins in the postseason. So basically what that tells me is when he's been on the mound, the Diamondbacks have just been able to outscore their opponents, and that's really how it's been. Because they've had some high-scoring games that they've played. Yeah, Sanchez is a lefty, so I like that about him. I don't know a whole lot about him compared to the other pitchers that the Phillies have, but there's probably a reason for that, but he's. I guess what we see is Rob Thompson is just probably thinking, this is the guy for the night, and if he can get us through tonight, and you go out and show up, I think that's what he's looking for. He can just show up, get us some innings. He doesn't have to be perfect. He just needs to get us some innings and let our guys take care of business with the bats. And I think he's just hoping that maybe the Phillies can outscore the Diamondbacks and it be a high-scoring affair.
Ketel Marte had the big stick last night for Arizona. He was smoking it.
He was smoking it. He has not played in a postseason game in which he has not had a hit.
Really?
He has had a hit, I think, in 18 straight postseason games.
Wow.
Phenomenal. But yeah, he has turned it on at the right time. The time when the Diamondbacks really needed him to, and he has done that. So they were impressive last night. I got to say, they impressed me with how they hit the ball. They've impressed me the whole postseason in how they've played because. Before playing the Phillies, they didn't have a loss. That's impressive in itself. Go out and lose the first 2 and then come back and win last night. That was huge for them, especially when they lost that game with Zach Gallen on the mound. They have to win the games when he pitches. That's just how it is, and he'll get another shot.
3 for 5, 2 doubles, and a walk-off single against Craig Kimbrell in the 9th inning. So, he is getting it done. So you look down the numbers now. Phillies are still 2-1 lead. Teams with 2-1 lead in the best of 7 are going on to win the series 70% of the time. But the D-backs now have life. They go with the bullpen in Game 4. What does that mean? They're going to go to the bullpen. Mantiply and Staff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of a bullpen game for them.
And the Phillies go with Christopher Sanchez. Which one do you like in that?
I think I'm going to go Phillies because I think their offense is going to be good enough to outscore the Diamondbacks in this one. I think if Turner keeps hitting like he has, Schwarber has become this generation's Mr. October.
Yep, great point.
He now has 18 home runs in 60 postseason games in his career. That's phenomenal. That's better than Reggie Jackson. I think Reggie Jackson had 18 home runs in 70-something postseason games. 78 maybe, something like that. Don't quote me exactly, but it was in the 70s. Schwarber has equaled him in 60 games. That's phenomenal. Now, his average is below the Mendoza line. It's like 192 or something like that.
But yeah,
But when he does hit the ball, he hits it
It-
hard.
it
he
goes
hits
somewhere.
hard. It does.
it goes somewhere.
does.
Let me give you a couple of specials. The deals for days are good today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Oscar Mayer bacon. You a bacon guy?
I am a huge bacon guy.
All right.
Don't give me potato salad, but give me bacon.
There you
day
go,
long.
all day long.
Yeah,
So you like BLTs?
I do.
Okay. Bacon, Oscar Mayer bacon, $7.99 today, tomorrow at all Food Cities. Body Armor, limit 4 rather. 8-pack of 12-ounce bottles for $4.99. Chef Boyardee canned pasta, buck a can, limit 10 for 10 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. We told you about the potato salad. Dietz and Watson Black Forest ham, sliced any way you want. Great sandwich meat out of the Bakery Deli for $6.99. And let's go to, you have a cat? You don't have a cat, do you?
Have a dog.
Dog. Cat's
Yeah.
Pride cat litter. If you have a cat, 10-pound bag for that for $6.99. And let's do a couple on the front. And we'll talk about the Dodgers. New York strip steak, $6.99. Jumbo baking potatoes. Here it is today and tomorrow. Deals for days. Jumbo baking potatoes, a 8-pound bag for $4.99. And then let's do one more here. Let's do in fact, they're right over there. Progresso soup, buck a can, 5 for $5. Probably gonna get me some of those before I leave here. And Little Debbie snack cakes, $1.88 a box, limit 6. What's your fave?
How many of those you gonna take
Oh.
with you?
Means I get in the buggy, probably. You've got jelly cream, star crunch, oatmeal cream pie, snickerdoodles, fudge rounds, or chocolate chips, or raisin pies, all $1.88. There it is, right there.
You can't go wrong with any of those.
No.
I like the chocolate chip ones myself.
Yep.
But and when do the Christmas tree things come out? The Christmas tree cakes? When are they gonna be out?
You know, you have 2 grown men sitting here about Christmas tree, Little Debbie's. There's just problems.
I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing better than those things. There's no nutritional value whatsoever in one of those things. But
But they're
gonna
good.
tell you, oh gosh, I could eat my weight in them.
They're white, little white Christmas trees. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that may be out. I don't know. So
Yeah.
it's tis the season. We're at 65 days till Christmas Eve, if I remember correctly. So it's here, or it's coming. So
They got all the stuff out in the other stores, all the
Yeah.
decorations and stuff. They ought to have the Christmas tree cakes.
yeah, I went into a place the other day, remains anonymous. Gonna get on a rabbit trail here, but the Halloween stuff, man, it's just demonic looking. It's back in the day we had scary costumes, I guess per se, but man, you walk down through these 2 aisles, and I went, it was a little creepy. I thought,
Yeah.
to me, it's lost. It's went way way down the road as far as Halloween. The trick or treat when we were kids, obviously, and a lot of things aren't the way we were when we were kids. But I just think the Halloween, it's become a. My mom used to say, "Well, it ain't nothing but the devil's holiday. You just get him free every time." We didn't talk about it, and so generally I don't. So, but anyway, I just thought that was interesting. And then Thanksgiving, which is, to me, it seems to at this point have been leapfrogged. It's been looked over. You have Halloween, you have Christmas, and Thanksgiving just kind of gets passed over, doesn't it?
Yeah. I did not break out the Christmas music until Thanksgiving.
No, same here.
Yeah,
So,
Thanksgiving is the day that I will break it out
Yep.
and start listening to
and I was at a store Wednesday, at a retail store in Johnson City. It was playing Christmas music, and I thought, no. In October, no. So anyway, we're here at Food City. They haven't broke out the Christmas decorations yet, but they do have Progresso soup 5 for $5 and Little Debbie snack cakes for $1.88 at all Food Cities. So
And the one thing you mentioned there that got my attention was the New York strip steak.
there you go,
That's my favorite cut of steak.
$6.99.
Yeah,
There you go.
That is my favorite steak.
Who cooks it on the grill, you or Wendy?
I do.
Yep, Mr. Salyer does the cooking.
Yeah,
So
now she can put one in a cast iron skillet and make a good steak that way.
Oh, really?
She can do that.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Oh,
So-
yeah. No, she can do that pretty well.
that's
But
good.
If I'm not going to be home in time to fire up the grill, she'll do that sometimes, and that's just about as good.
Just about as good.
Yep.
All right, so the Yankees say we're going to keep Aaron Boone.
Mhm.
All right, for 2024. The Dodgers have come out and said we're going to keep Dave Roberts and his staff for 2024. I'm not advocating people getting fired, but, in particular for the Dodgers, in my humble opinion, they have underperformed woefully.
Yeah.
Last 2 years, they won over 100 games and have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, there he is.
Hey, what's happening, Wendell?
There he
How are
is.
you? We've been talking about your Phillies.
Wendell, I don't want to start a fight, but he just said the Phillies going to get wiped across the field like a Swiffer. He said they can't play dead. I don't want you to get upset, but he didn't say that. But
Back it up and watch what I said.
yeah,
I said even with Sanchez on the mound, I think they'll outscore the Diamondbacks.
that's what he said. So, did you get something to eat?
Yeah.
Did you get something to eat over there? Did you eat? Did you eat? What'd you have? Was it good? The big burger and fries, the Bakery Deli. That's good.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah.
Just one for you then.
Just one for you.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Take care, sir.
All right. See ya.
Pepsi products, you've got 6-pack of 16-ounce bottles for $2.99. I asked the Pepsi guy the other day. I was at Food City last Friday. I said, what is your seller? He said, 3-to-1 Mountain Dew, diet or regular, over everything else went in the Pepsi line. He said, Dr. Pepper sells a lot around here, but he said, day in and day out, week in and week out, no question, Mountain Dew and Diet Dew. Are you a fan of either one?
So at my house, we drink a lot of the Mountain Dew Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never had that. Is that good?
It's good. It's good. It's not got the diet taste like the Diet Dew, but it's a little bit closer
To the real
to the
deal?
real deal.
I'll have to
but
get
it
some of
has-
that.
But it has no sugar.
Mountain Dew Zero. Didn't even know they had that.
Zero sugar Mountain Dew. Yeah.
May have to try that today.
It's really good, and we buy a lot of that, or we buy Pepsi Zero. That's our two drinks. But now Abigail is a Dr. Pepper fanatic.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Big
I
time.
would like to know how many cans of Dr. Pepper she drinks a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this diet, the Mountain Dew Zero comes in 16-ounce bottles or cans, or how do you get them?
Yeah, you can get it in cans or those bottles, either one.
Okay.
Usually, if it's the bottles, look for the black lid.
There you go. I'll go back there in a little while, and maybe I'll tell you what, when you get done before you leave, would you go back and find me a 6-pack?
Sure.
And I'll purchase it
Sure.
in honor of Greg Salyer. He's about to get him a Starbucks drink, too. So we're going to treat him today, Starbucks. So Roberts and the Dodgers, are you okay? Should they be let go, or what do you think?
All right. So the Dodgers, we talked Wednesday a little bit about their pitching and the fact that they were hurt. They didn't have Gavin Lux for the whole season. You remember he got hurt in spring training, was out for the whole season.
Walker Buehler.
That was a blow to them as far as because I think they had a big plan for him. They went back out and got Kiki Hernandez from the Red Sox just at the trade deadline, just to try to make that move. I think they did what they felt like they could do, but I've got to say, since the Dodgers lost some players like Justin Turner and maybe Cody Bellinger, they're not the Dodgers they used to be.
Good point.
Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman are two of the best players in baseball, but I think the guys that are around them now maybe aren't quite as good.
The supporting cast, if you will. Yeah.
They may not be quite as good as how they were, let's say, 2 to 3 years ago. So I think that's, I don't know if you can blame Dave Roberts for all that. I think he's having to play the cards that he's dealt.
So your next regular visit will be on Wednesday. We'll be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City.
Yes.
And so at that point, we'll be ready. The World Series will have not started yet, will it?
It will not have started, but we will know who's
We'll know who's in it,
I think.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I think Tuesday night would be the last game, I believe.
so this is going to pain me to ask you this, but at this point, on Friday, October the 20th, if you had to pick who's going to be in the series, who's your two teams?
I think I'm sticking with what I said the other day. I think I'm still going Rangers Phillies.
Yeah.
I think that's the two that I think that's the two best teams. And we talked about Scherzer the other day too, when we talked about wondering what they would be able to get out of him. It wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
not the typical Max Scherzer we're used to seeing. So that injury has had to have something to do with that. So we'll probably see him again, but because he's a bulldog, you want him on the mound, but that injury's not been good.
And you were spot on about Dusty Baker. Of course, he always is why we have him on the show every week. He's our baseball guru. I said, what's Dusty Baker? He's boys, we're okay. Let's go over to Texas and play our game. We do better on the road. And you know what? That's exactly what they've done. He's kept everybody calm and cool. Just go play your game. We're here for a reason. We're too good. You know, we are. We've earned the right to be here, so let's don't hit the panic button, and they haven't.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so Dusty Baker, you know, the guy gets it done, doesn't he?
He does. He does. And you know, when they went out and picked up Jose Abreu, that was a big move for them. And he's paying for himself right now. Really.
Oh, in some.
So you know, because so a few years ago, you know, he dropped some weight. I don't know if you noticed, but it was noticeable how much weight he lost, and I think that was big for him. I think he needed to do that. I think he'd gotten a little comfortable being heavy, and he needed to drop some weight, and it's really, I think it's been beneficial for him in his game, and when they picked him up, I remember thinking, wow, okay. You know, he's starting to get a little long in the tooth. He's not as young as he used to be, but he is really producing right now when it matters, and that's the kind of guys you want on your team.
We'll switch gears and ask you the third Saturday in October, Tennessee, Alabama. What do you think?
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting game for sure. You know, I think Tennessee is going to have to step it up a notch from how they played against Texas A&M, which they played well. I was happy with that game. As I watched that game, I got to say there was not a moment when I felt like Tennessee wasn't going to win the game. You know, I thought, okay, so they're down 3, whatever. They're still going to win this game. I don't know that I will ever feel that way tomorrow.
Right down to the final horn.
Yes.
Alabama's got a chance to win it.
Unless Tennessee gets like a 3-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter, then I might sit back and relax a little bit, but I don't anticipate that happening.
No.
I think it's going to be a close game. Alabama is definitely not the Alabama they used to be. Tennessee beat them last year. I'll never forget that game. I was literally at a wedding last year. My cousin's daughter got married, and it was the most hilarious thing because the pastor, as he's doing the wedding ceremony, said, I want you to know the people that are here with you today really, really love you.
Because Tennessee, Alabama's playing.
Tennessee, Alabama, and they are here at your wedding today. Of course, everybody started cracking up. 'Cause we all knew exactly what he was talking about. And at the reception, I couldn't watch it on my phone, but I had the updates coming on my phone. And the people that were watching it, because there was like 20 people gathered around a little cell phone at a table, and I got the update before they saw it on their TV feed.
Wow. So
I
you knew.
I knew
it.
And I waited for my celebration until they started because I knew they didn't know.
Didn't know.
And so we all went kind of crazy together.
Will you be celebrating tomorrow, do you think?
I hope so. If you ask me, because, you know, Alabama's got a little bit of a quarterback controversy, I think. You know, that you know, they've got some guys that can play, but you know, so Joe Milton is really the key to this whole thing. If he is sharp, then because I mean, no doubt the guy is a talented quarterback. He can throw the ball as far as anybody. He's just got to be accurate. If he is on his A game tomorrow, which he's going to have to be for Tennessee to win that game, I don't look for it to be a high-scoring game, to be honest. I think maybe 24-21, something like that. I hope it's that close, and I hope Tennessee wins it with it being that close. But I think that's what we're looking at tomorrow. Pretty close, hard-fought game. I think both defenses are going to come up big as well.
I think you're exactly right, and we'll see. As I've said throughout the broadcast and all week long, Nick Saban has probably replayed that last field goal and dragging the goalpost into the river and storming the field. And I would be willing to bet the Alabama boys are tired of seeing that. It's like, let's watch that again. Hit the rewind on that again one more time, and let that get down to their crawl. I would. That's what I'd do. I'd make them watch it every day for about 4 or 5 times in practice. And it's like, okay, coach, we're tired of it. Okay, then do something about it.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell them.
Yeah.
So,
that's
if you're tired of hearing it, seeing it, then Saturday do something about it.
Let's make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. And then Heupel, I would think, is doing the exact opposite. Boys, we did it last year. Let's watch it. We did it last year. We can do it again this year. We got to believe.
Yeah.
So, That's what I would do. But I'm
Yeah,
sitting at Food City with Greg, so
which Tennessee players are wanting to watch that over and over again.
yeah. Oh yes.
They're wanting to watch
Oh yes. So anyway, thanks for coming, sir.
that. Yes, sir.
See you back on Wednesday. We'll do it all over again.
Okay.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are going to hit this right here as soon as I find it. Big John's closeout. Nope. Let's make sure heat pump's in tip-top shape. Here's Michael Vance of Vance Heat Pump Systems on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Food City in Jonesboro. Colder weather.
Believe it or not, it's finally time. It seems like summer was here forever, and we're finally getting some cool mornings. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So what do we do? What do we need to do? How can you help us?
We need to come out and make sure that your heat's ready to go. Check refrigerant levels. Make sure you're not running on auxiliary heat. You don't want that first electric bill to be $500-600. So you need to make sure your heat pump's working the way it should be. And gas furnaces, we need to check gas furnaces. Make sure they're burning correctly. Not want to poison you. You don't want to not wake up one morning because your furnace wasn't clean.
Mm-hmm.
Check your filters. Make sure everybody's changes their filters regularly. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you'll do that for us, right? You'll change them out?
We'll change them if you got them.
Doing the maintenance? Yeah.
Yeah, if you got them. Now, we don't carry filters with us, but, if you got them, we'll definitely change it for you. Or if you tell us ahead of time, we'll change it. We just, we don't carry filters for every house. But
So preventive maintenance is the key to this, right?
yeah, coming out, we recommend, especially if it's, an older system, checking it out, twice a year, especially gas furnaces. You need to check out the gas heat and your air conditioner, so that's our big emphasis this time of year is checking gas furnaces, making sure they're burning properly and things like that. So
Phone number to call?
926-2665.
And how do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook, Advanced Heat Pump, and we've got our website, advancedheatpump.com.
I can give you a recommendation, folks. He fixed mine, he can fix yours. Call this man. Let him help you and his staff. Advanced Heat Pump Systems, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Ford of Elizabeth and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
So here's the deal. An opportunity presented itself for me to come check the dealership out. They said it might be for sale. My wife, my mother-in-law, both of my sisters happened to come last September, and we ended up at the Covered Bridge event, and we just thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it was a blast. We weren't planning on being there for that. It just so happened the time that we came, the Covered Bridge event was going on, and we just loved it. We loved the community. We loved the energy, the vibe, and we felt like it would be a great opportunity for us to serve the community. Because every time I look at a store, I always look at how can we improve the community, how can we create jobs, how can we improve the business. And the upside was so tremendous in the Elizabethton community. I just felt like we could come make a big difference, and we've been able to do it.
You have. Ford, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. Social media, how do we find you?
So Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Elizabethton. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. And we're ready to serve the community, sell cars, and make some happy customers.
Amen. What's the hours you're open, sir?
So we're open at 7:30 in service, and we're open at 8:30 in sales. We stay open till 7.
Our title sponsor, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ford of Elizabethton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Is a 3-story antique mall, huge. We have like over 50,000 square feet and over 50 different vendors, all kind of with their own little niche. It sort of feels like walking back into the past.
Amen.
You can see things from all decades. We have glassware and kitchen things, and then we also have tools and jars and bottles and lots of sports memorabilia, even the local Elizabethton. Some of the local guys who were here, Jason Witten, there's some of his cards and different items in there as well.
Hours are open at Duck Crossing.
We're open 11 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and then 10 to 6 on Saturdays. We stay open later whenever they have the car shows on Saturday nights or for the First Friday events.
Yep. Social media, how do we find you?
We are on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, and then on Instagram we are Duck Crossing Antiques.
Yep. One of our sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Got to check them out. I buy stuff there all the time. Misty Counts and the good folks at Duck Crossing Antique Mall in downtown Elizabethton.
To mom this hard, you delegate. Kate, that bathroom's not clean yet. Jimmy, I need help with the dishes, big guy. I delegate like a mother, and I let Food City do the grocery shopping for me. With Go-Kart Curbside Pickup, I tell them what I need and how I like it. I order everything online and pick it all up curbside. With Go-Kart, I'm taking motherhood to a whole nother level.
Mother like no other, only at Food City.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Our buddy Steve Strickler, store manager. Hello, America. There's your, by the way, there's your.
We're back.
We're back. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of.
The
So,
Steve and Tom show.
the Steve and Tom show are in the house, folks. Da 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 da. So, it's good. I didn't know we had this. I just had somebody come get it. They were talking about it on the show. It's a Mountain Dew Zero. I've never.
Ain't no sugar.
Have you ever had it?
No. I
Oh.
don't drink soft drinks.
Oh, that's right. That's
All I
right.
drink's water.
Yeah, that's all. I'm drinking this.
I drink water like God intended. Just water, right out of the toilet.
This is right out of the toilet.
Right out
Doesn't
of-
matter.
That's
Just
right, it's
big
good.
scoop's good for you. Old fiber. Gross. You ever had this? This is good.
The no sugar,
Snapple.
zero sugar.
Half and half lemonade iced tea, zero sugar. It's awesome.
You know what somebody told me about tea? It was made on this earth
Don't ruin it.
for sugar to be added to it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something ruin it.
No, that's why tea was made, for sugar to be added to it.
I like it. That's good. Got that. I got turned on to that. It was good stuff. So he's in the house, folks. He can't stay long as he's got a store to run. I get that. Been busy. I've been busy. So, but I want to get at some games. I want to talk about some games. And we'll talk about some of the specials here at all Food Cities. The sale prices are going to go good at
do.
all Food Cities. So
It's deals for days today.
let me show you right here, folks.
Friday
Deals.
and Saturday.
Look right there. Deals for days. Take it away, sir.
Ground chuck today is $1.99 with a $25 purchase of our store brand items. That is a great deal. If you don't get it with those store brand items, it's still $2.99, which is also an excellent deal. When you're still over in our meat department, our Oscar Mayer bacon is $7.99, and that's for a 22-ounce package. So that's kind of double the normal package for $8. New York strip steaks are $6.99 a pound.
That's a good deal, isn't it?
That's an excellent deal.
Yep.
for
They're all good deals,
good
I guess.
steak.
Yep.
Over in our produce department today, we got jumbo bacon potatoes, the 8-pound bag of those, $4.99 a pound. That's a whale of a deal there.
A whale of a deal is
Whale
what
of
you
a
said?
deal.
I got you.
You stay in our produce department, we got a 3-pound mandarin oranges are $3.99 a bag. Over in our bakery deli, we got potato salad. You can get that in any size you want, pound, half pound. We'll custom make you a cup for $2.99 a pound. And our Dietz and Watson American cheese and Black Forest ham is $6.99 a pound, and they'll slice that for you fresh over in our food service department.
Dietz and Watson, you like it? You like?
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
So,
And I'm a sandwich eater. We're sandwich eater about 2 nights a week.
are you really?
We're just gonna have a sandwich tonight, honey. She's like, okay.
Dietz.
You don't have to heat up the oven or anything for that.
So if I came to your house to have a sandwich, we're going to have ham, or we're going to have roast beef, we're going to have turkey, what we're going to have? Peanut butter and jelly, what
I'm
we're
a
going to have?
fan. Ham and cheese is like, that's your default menu. My daughter likes turkey.
Right.
I like roast beef too. Roast beef is an excellent sliced meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just no corned beef.
Kramer,
Don't
what's he
come to
like?
Kramer can eat cat food, and that's all he gets. But don't come to my house wanting corned beef. You're not going to get it.
Not having no corned beef at the Stricklers.
Or liver cheese.
Oh, what is that? I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's
that just sounds nasty.
It's that meat that's got that fat
No.
strip around the outside
No,
of it.
no. No.
Don't come to my house asking for that.
No.
I'll send you out the door.
Yep. I wouldn't come doing it. I can tell you that right now. So let me hit
Our
this right
Pepsi
here.
products, 6-pack half liters, are $2.99 when you buy 5 of those products. $2.99 each. Our Kraft mayonnaise, the 30-ounce container, is $3.99 each. Our Chef Boyardee cans of Chef Boyardee, $1. They're 10 for 10, so you can get $1 for a can of spaghetti, meatballs, beef ravioli, and all their varieties. Our Little Debbie cakes, the selected varieties, are $1.88. That's raisin pie, jelly cream, Star Crunch, oatmeal cream pie, snickerdoodle, fudge round, chocolate chip. That's what keeps America alive.
Keeps it
is
rolling.
Little Debbie's.
You like snickerdoodles?
Yes.
Well, so
I mean, they're okay. I'll eat them, but they're not my go-to.
what's your go-to? Jif? I mean, Peter Pan peanut butter.
Peter Pan peanut butter.
Yeah,
Let's get that straight.
I almost had a fight.
Shoot.
Are you okay? You seem a little edgy today. Everything okay? Everything I brought up, I don't feel the jovial love. I walked in today and he said, I got a store to run. I hope I can get over here and be on the show. I said, well, I want you to be on the show. I mean, I come down for
And
you.
I set my alarm just for you, and I come up here, and somebody had my seat.
Yep, it was busy. And so,
I came back 30 minutes later, and somebody else had my seat.
can I come back and do another show? I want to come back and do one soon.
Okay.
Let's look at it right now.
Let's do it.
All right. Then we'll
I
get
ain't
into some
scared.
college football. You ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
I want to come back on November the 10th.
Write it in blood.
Are you here?
I'll be here.
All hands on deck now, ain't it? For the holidays. By the way, you went on vacation. Where'd you go? Did you have a good time? You go to the beach?
We spent 3 days, 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, something like that.
At the beach?
That good old dirty Myrtle. It was good times. That's what the girls love. They love to go to the beach, play in the water, build a sandcastle.
What did you do? Were you down there flopping around with them?
I went over there and splashed around with them.
There you go.
It's
Keep the peace.
The beach is fun for about
A day.
That's the right amount, like 2 to 3 days.
And it's time to come home.
I mean, I don't know how many times you can let that water splash you in the face.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
enjoyable for 3rd and 4th day.
That's it. I'm right there with you. I can.
But the girls love it, so
all
I
matters.
shut my mouth and we did.
Went on, had a good time.
We did.
Yeah. By the way, the store looks really good. I came in here, walked
Yeah,
around a little
was-
bit. Looks very nice. Doing a good job.
Now it's time for some fall festival things and corn mazes and haunted houses and all. We got to do that next 2 weeks.
Yep. Are you a big trick or treater when you were a kid?
Well, when I was a kid, you didn't do it. Like 12 years old was that
Limit.
Was kind of yeah.
You grew up and you grew out. You're done.
At 12,
Same
Mom
here.
and Dad said, "That's it.
We're done.
No more. When you're a teenager, you are not
Going
you're a
trick-or-treating.
teenager now. So
Yep.
stop being a.
Same here.
Put those childish things aside.
6th grade was the magic. That was it. 7th grade, sitting at the house.
But now you walk around these kids tall as me.
We got adults trick or treating. For crying out loud. All right, let's do some college football. We're talking to our buddy Steve Strickler. We are going to look at probably the biggest game of the day on the national scope. Number 7, Penn State. Number 3, Ohio State tomorrow at noon in Columbus. Can the Nittany Lions, I think Ohio State's won 6 in a row in this series. Can the Nittany Lions knock them off?
Can the Nittany Lions keep it close?
Going to be ugly?
It's going to be ugly.
Ohio State?
It's at Ohio State.
Yeah. Blowout? Okay. Number 17, Tennessee. At number 11, Alabama. What are you taking on this one there, big dog?
We're going to lose.
Okay. Nick Saban has played that, I guarantee you, played that video over
if it was in
and over.
Knoxville, I'd give us a
Chance.
a good shot, but it's going to be down there. We don't play good on the road, and nobody trusts that offense. And let's hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. When does Heupel put Nico in there?
Shoo, don't talk like that.
Why? Milton's a 5th-year senior, not getting it done, I don't
He's
think.
not. I know.
I'm throwing Nico in there. Here's what's going to happen. Are you listening to me? You don't get him in there, transfer portal. You got all these other coaches going, Nico, you come over here.
But he knows next year it's his.
Okay. I'm just saying, if I'm Josh Heupel, I get him in there. So
I mean, if he did it, I wouldn't complain.
right.
But I'm also, I don't want to do we want to put him in there? We don't want to put him in Alabama. And we ain't going to put him in there in Georgia. Put him in there, when we're playing
Kentucky.
Vanderbilt and Kentucky.
Yeah. I'd get him on the field. That's just me. So, all right, your Seminoles play tomorrow night at 7:30. Number 4, Florida State, who I think is the real deal. I think they're the real deal. They're a very good football team. I watched them, I'm basing all that on watching them dismantle LSU at the beginning of the season. Number 16, Duke will be at number 4, Florida State tomorrow night. You like the Noles in Tallahassee?
Oh, yeah.
All right. The other game, 14th ranked Utah, number 18, Southern Cal. Utah burst their bubble last year, if I remember right.
They beat them twice.
Yeah, so they did beat them twice. You're exactly right. And kind of ruined the Heisman Trophy winners' party. They kind of blew out the candles in his party. So
Didn't help him none.
no. So what do you think?
I would probably go, it's at home. These home games for these teams, it really sways it one way or the other a great deal. I mean, we beat Texas A&M at home. I don't know if that would have been at Texas A&M if we had had the success we did last week.
Yep. North Carolina's 10th in the country in football. It's a basketball school. It seems weird to me that North Carolina's 10th in the country in football. They play Virginia. Does it make any difference?
No.
Tar Heels going to kill them?
Virginia's not good.
Okay. Michigan State. They've had a lot of trouble with Michigan State. We know all about that coach. trap game?
That ain't no trap.
Okay. All right. So I'm just asking, just trying to get some.
I don't really foresee any upsets.
No. You got Alabama beaten. How bad is it going to be?
I mean, I think it's going to be a good game, but I don't know if we can muster up enough offense against their defense. I think our defense is going to play good. I think we're going to hold them down, but I don't know that we can score enough to. Their defense ain't. They're not scrubs over there on defense.
No. A lot of 5-stars over there running around, sir. Yeah. And we've got a good defense, too. But I think at the end of the day, I go back to this all the time. Special teams, and I promise you, and I have nothing to base this on, but just because it's SEC football, Tuscaloosa saying, y'all was wild up there in Knoxville last year. Let me just show you what wild's all about tomorrow. The place will be nuts. So
we kind of did that against South Carolina. That was our payback game, and we come out and punched them right in the face.
Yeah. So.
And Alabama's going to be good and pissed off.
Yep. And it's going to be.
And
Saban's played.
Be ready to play.
Yeah. Saban has played that video. I'll guarantee you.
I told last
100
week. I
times.
told my pharmacist. I said, "Well, I think the first team that gets 30 wins."
Yeah.
Neither team got to 30.
Never got 30.
It was the first team to 20. It might be the first team to 20 in Alabama, Tennessee.
Maybe. Progresso soups. Which one's your fave? Because they're all.
Probably like beef and potatoes.
They're buck a can. They're right over there, and we'll get me some and get off there.
I'm not a hot chicken noodle fan.
You're not?
Yeah.
No. What about clam chowder?
No, I ain't eat no clam chowder.
Okay. What else do I see over there? There's a beef, kind of a pot
There's
roast.
about 20 more varieties. That's
back
just
there.
a display. We got all kinds of
Yeah.
varieties.
So I like Progresso soup. It's good.
And 5 for $5 is a really great deal.
It's a buck a can.
You do have to buy 5, but $1 each. I mean, that's a really good deal.
I'm fixing to go back there and do it.
If you're a soup eating kind of guy.
I'm a soup connoisseur. I am. So there you go. Can I see the other paper, please?
Yes.
Maybe I want to get a few, because this is it for you and this is for me. We're going to take off after this. So these are the BOGOs. Yep. Here's the BOGOs down here. We'll run down through some of these. Host of snack cakes, buy one, get one free. And Food Club. Have you ever tried the Food Club peanut butter?
No.
America, when I'm down here November the 10th, I'm breaking out some Food Club peanut butter. Crunchy or creamy?
Well,
We'll get
if
some
I was
crackers.
gonna eat it, it'd be creamy, but I'm not going to eat it because I'm going to eat Peter Pan.
Okay. All right.
You're not going to get
This
me
is a struggle to
turning my
come. I'm
back
just.
on Peter Pan.
This is a struggle when I come down here. I'm just telling you. Every time I come here, it is a struggle. Yeah, I just walk out here frustrated. I came in here this morning first thing, and it's like, I got a store to run. I said, I understand that.
I'm a busy guy.
He's a busy guy, so, and I understand that. In all seriousness, you have a lot of wheels in motion. We looking for help for the holidays?
We're always looking for help.
Okay, so.
I would say that sentiment goes out to all the food cities.
Yep.
We all need a couple extra hands.
Need to shore up the staff going into the holidays. It's going to get busy and crazy. RC Products, buy one, get one free this week through Tuesday. Craven Flavor Pizza. Have you ever had those?
Yes.
Good?
Just as good as DiGiorno.
Really? Awesome.
Just as good.
That's the Food City brand. Craven Flavor. It is our brand, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, and I've got the crackers. I've got the Oreos. Craven Flavor. They're better than Oreos, in my opinion.
Some people do prefer those Craven Oreos to the regular Oreos,
Yep.
the Biscos.
The chips, anything's Craven Flavor is really, really good. So it's Food City brand. Prego, and we're going to get him to talk about school bucks here before I let him go. Prego pasta sauce, buy one, get one free. You have Cardinal paper towels or bath tissue through Tuesday, buy one, get one free, which is a great deal. Got folks coming in for the holidays. You want to store up, that'd be a good way to do it. For the soup, we were talking about Zesta saltine crackers, buy one, get one free, or the Armour chili with beans in the can, buy one, get one free. Or selected varieties of Hanover soups or pushing soups. All those, and last but not least, Breyer's ice cream. Buy one, get one free right now through Tuesday at all food cities. 150?
Do you eat crackers in your soup?
I do.
So do you pour the soup, crumble the crackers on top,
Yes.
or do you put the crackers on the bottom and pour the soup on top?
Nope. Soup, crunch the crackers up, pulverize them, drop them on. Yep. Now, do you use regular crackers or oyster crackers?
I'm a fan of oyster crackers.
There you go.
I have been I've turned over a new leaf.
Have you really?
I'm an oyster cracker person now. I never have before. But
Who turned that leaf over for you, Mrs. Strickler?
The girlfriend said, "Hey, do this.
Try
It's
this."
really good.
Yeah. Now, did you eat a lot of seafood at the beach? Are you a seafood guy?
Oh yes, I did have to go to the seafood. All you can eat. You got
Oh,
to. You
oh,
got to do that when you go
oh.
to the beach.
Got to do it.
And you got to eat as much crab legs as you can sit there and physically break and eat.
That's it.
And steak. They had, had yummy steak, all the fish, crab legs, shrimp, all that. I ate until I couldn't breathe.
There you go. All right, before we get him out of here, he's got to go and I'm going to go. And I'm coming back November the 10th.
November the 10th.
What are we going to do? I want you to come up with something on the air. We're going to do something.
Time of year.
It is.
It's time for bobbing apples again.
Yep. We're going to let him bob for apples on November the 10th. So, all right. School bucks. 22, listen, this is an incredible number. $22 million. Food City's put back in the school system since we started School Bucks, which is an incredible amount. The other cool thing is, when Food City brings you a check, when Steve takes a check to Jonesboro Elementary, Jonesboro Middle, Crockett High School, whichever one he takes checks to, or all the above, they can spend it any way they want to. A lot of folks will give schools money and say, okay, we'll give you money, but you got to buy this, this, and this. Food City says, toilet paper, kickballs, microscopes, whatever you need it for, go for it, right?
That's exactly right.
So, School Bucks, it's an awesome program. Kudos to Steve and everybody who came up with this a long time ago. So, not Steve Strickler, but Steve Smith, our CEO. So, tell them how easy it is, sir.
It's super easy, and it's probably one of the best programs that I personally feel that Food City does. And those students and the administration, when you go to the schools, you stand there and you hand that principal a $1,500 check or $2,000 check, you wouldn't believe how important that is to them and how much it really changes how they can do their job and help, take care of our kids, basically.
Yep.
You just go online now. It's all online, so it's real easy. You just go online, select the school that you want your school bucks, your value card points to go to. You just link your value card. If you're on the Food City app, you already got your value card in there. You just put the school that you would like your points to go to. And you can put all your points on one school. If you have multiple kids in multiple schools, you can select, I want to put 50% in the high school and 50% in the middle school, or 25% in the elementary school and 25%. You can break it up however you'd like. And then you just shop. That's all you do. You just shop, scan that value card. It tracks your savings and it tracks your school buck points.
You need to. Can you do that for me? Can you upgrade mine? Because I don't have my school on there. I just thought of that. I have not upgraded my.
You're slacking.
I am slacking, but I like oyster crackers and so does he. But I would like. Can you upgrade? Can you?
I can.
Yeah. Will you? Do you have the time to do that? Is it?
I ain't got time for all that today, Tom.
Okay.
You're on the computer.
I'm getting ready. Yeah. Well, you see how good it got me. See where I'm at. So I'm getting ready to make a purchase of soup. Probably some oyster crackers now because you got that. I'm going to buy the Diet Dew. I went back here and got this. Bought this because I love this drink. I was out of it, the Snapple half and half sugar-free lemonade and tea. And I'm going to put it in his store. And all I wanted was for him to take just a few minutes to go and apply to the school of my choice. And he won't do it. So how about that for you? By the way, you look good. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. He's got pink on. That's very nice. Very tasty.
I care about breasts.
Yeah, so there you go. And breast cancer research and breast cancer awareness. So I think it's kind of cool to look at football players out there and the big boys run around with pink socks on, pink shoes, but it's for a great cause to bring awareness. So, all right. All I want him to do this. I'm not trying to make him feel guilty, but all I want him to do this just to put it in there. And is it that easy? Just go to foodcity.com/schoolbucks. So maybe we can do it here when I go off the air.
I mean, we probably could.
We're going to do it. So he has nothing. He's got 5 minutes. All in favor of him to help me, raise their hand. All opposed? Put your hand down. Good. Okay, good. All right. We'll come back and close it out right after this. We are live at Food City in Jonesboro on show number 1950 shows.
Whoa.
The 2000 show, when it comes the first part next year, it'll be January, you have to be. What kind of music we play? It's like Star Wars theme.
It's my phone.
Oh, I kept thinking. I've never heard that on the PA before. It's his phone. 2000 show, you've got to be there. I think it's going to be a 2-3 day show.
It's going to be awesome.
I think we'll do a week. I mean, been doing it 8 years, 2,000 shows. So,
2,000 shows.
can I tell you this? I'm very proud of this. Everybody's going to say, you're bragging. I'm not bragging. I just want to tell you, check this out. This is really cool. The month of September numbers.
He's bragging.
No, I'm just so appreciative of the people who are watching the show. It is, hang on here. Good Lord, it's way up through here. Here it is. The month of September. Total number of views on the Tom Daly Sports Show and the ball games, 89,351 views.
Wow.
How about that? We jumped 6,000 in 2 weeks. So I went back and added them up, came back in 2 weeks and did it again. So 89,351 views the month of September here on the Tom Daly Sports Show and the Cyclone Sports. So there you go.
Man.
I'm very proud of that. So I'm proud of you.
You got to get to 100,000.
I'm 100,000. I'm going for
You got to get there.
I want 100,000. I don't want 1 million views in a year.
Month, September.
Oh no, this will be October, November, the big months. So.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, before we go, check this out right here. I want you to see how you can win a $100 gift certificate from the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton.
It's time for another giveaway. Just in time for the holidays. The Tom Taylor Sports Show and the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton giving you the chance to win a $100 gift certificate. That's right, a $100 gift certificate, and it's easy to qualify. All you do to enter is by liking and following both the Tom Taylor Sports Show and the Jewelers Bench Facebook page, and by making a comment on the Facebook just in time for the Black Friday sale. Qualify today. Win a $100 gift certificate just in time for the holidays from the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Readers are winners. Hi, this is Tom Taylor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm a huge proponent on the importance of reading. I firmly believe it's the key to being successful, being the best reader you can be. And so in partnership with Elizabethton City Schools and the Betsy Book Bus, it's the Readers Are Winners Reading Challenge. At the end of this 9 weeks, the top 50 readers based on minutes read from each of the 3 elementary schools, East Side, Harold McCormick, West Side, will get and win Tom Taylor Sports Show Readers Are Winners t-shirts, plus be featured on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Reading is so important. In fact, Walt Disney said, it is books that are the key to the wide world. If you can't do anything else, read all that you can. Albert Einstein said if you're going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. And Margaret Fuller simply said, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. It's the Readers Are Winners Book Challenge on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabethton City Schools, and the Betsy Book Bus. Here's some folks who also believe in the importance of reading.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show, that's going to do it. A big thank you. We'll be back with you on Monday at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. I'm ready to bring you show number 1951. So have a great weekend. Thanks for being with us. And again, we'll wrap it up by telling you, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. And also the verse today, did I do that? I don't think I did. So let's do that one. Mark 11:24 says, for this reason I'm telling you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe, trust, and be confident that it's granted to you, and you will get it. Mark 11:24. That's the verse today to wrap it up. Back with you on Monday. Have a great weekend. It is a rare Friday night off, I can tell you that, because next Friday night is the game of the year, the Cyclones and the Greenville Green Devils, next Friday night from Citizens Bank Stadium in Elizabethton. So until then, for Steve Strickler and for you folks on the other end of the camera on YouTube today. Thank you for watching. This is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloomer you planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching.